Volodymyr Zelenskyy says Russia shelled 10 Ukrainian regions in last 24 hours.
Here's a summary of the article.
These cookies cannot be disabled via the Cookie Control Panel. You can view the cookies used on our site via the Cookie Control Panel, and change your preferences. This cookie is used to distinguish between humans and bots. This is beneficial for the website, in order to make valid reports on the use of their website. Remembers the user selected language version of a website. Registers a unique ID that is used to generate statistical data on how the visitor uses the website. This cookie is used to collect information on consumer behavior, which is sent to Alexa Analytics.
This post received a score of 8,800, with an upvote ratio of 95%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Apparently they're bulldozing Mario Apple now and trying to make some beachfront Silicon Valley of it towards 2030. Bunch of psychos.
They are busy covering up the war crimes they have committed.
Russia will treat every town, village, gathering and city like Mariupol. Bombing them to rubble worked in Chechnya, and so they will do the same in Ukraine. Every time they hit civilian buildings, their audience at home and tanky cheer squad abroad cheer. They never gave a flying fuck about Russian language speakers, finding neo-Nazis, or any other rhetorical point. This is all about conquering land to control and exploit it. They will do the same to Georgia, Armenia, Azerbaijan, Kazakhstan, etc. until they are stopped by the collective West, as they like to call it.
It's exactly what they did in Chechnya, Syria, Georgia, all the way back to World War II. You don't need a skilled or motivated army to conquer the ashes.
Then explain why they haven't taken Bakhmut yet.
They literally built massive concrete bunkers underground. Ukrainians have studied the Russian army for a long time.
It's Russia. They are fighting the war like it's 19th century mass artillery strikes followed by mass infantry assaults. Sounds like pre-warning of their next potential targets. Only goddamn silver lining for the Ukrainians on the receiving end.
They failed to achieve air superiority, so that's really their only option. Besides, they don't have nearly enough troops to throw in the meat grinder to just mass attack.
See, that's the thing I hardly see mentioned. Russia was supposed to have a modern air force to even be on par with ours, and it's apparent that not only do they not, but it's a complete joke. It would have changed the war and would have been horrible for Ukraine, and yet somehow they can't do a thing with their air force.
That's what happens when you allow your military to wither on the vine with a token force left alone for parades, then try to invade another country.
Was Putin oblivious to this fact? Did he underestimate the level of corruption that was rampant?
Putin has relied on fear for all of his previous gains and successes. He took it too far this time and invaded an entire, large, powerful country that simply wasn't that afraid.
I think Russia also fell for its own propaganda. For decades they've been flapping their gums about being mighty and powerful. And the West was perfectly willing to let Russia play the role of big baddie for its own propaganda purposes too. Combine the two with the rampant corruption and brain drain in Russia, and here we are.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.